It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Fruits of the forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Espresso, right here on SABC3. Tabisa, do you know that it's day 117 of the national lockdown?
Wow.
Well,
have we made it that far?
We've made it that far, and I know that a lot of people are working from home. There's homeschooling for some, and doing the chores yourself. It's easy to get stuck in a daily routine paired with, unhealthy eating habits. Snacking has become a regular thing, but thanks to Clover Fruits of the Forest yogurt-based dairy snack, breakfast and snacking can be colorful, fruity, but most importantly, very healthy.
And that's why this morning, dietitian Kim Hoffman chats to us about the psychological and physiological differences of cravings and how to gain back control on those munchies. Welcome, Kim. So good to have you.
Good morning. So good to be there.
Well, Kim, now that a lot of us are at home, the cravings are more noticeable and actioned on than ever before. What causes us to go to the fridge as often for that sweet supply in the cupboard? Even going back to the fridge time after time after time, expecting there to be more food and then eating whatever food we can find in there.
So true, so true. So there's many factors that will influence us to eat. So ideally, I would like people to say, I'm going to the kitchen because I am hungry and it's my stomach that is telling me that it's hungry. But all too often, it's actually the mouth hunger reasons why we're eating. And these reasons are false hungers because people are trying to fill a gap in something with food. So a lot of us will go to the fridge or cupboard when we're bored or frustrated, lonely, sad. We basically eat to feel good and be comforted.
What is the difference between physiological and psychological cravings?
So on a very basic level, the physiological cravings occur because your body is hungry for energy. But the psychological cravings occur because your mind or your soul is hungry for something. There is a big difference. So physiological or body cravings is a sensation in the stomach area, it starts gradually, and any food will satisfy it, whereas the psychological or mind cravings is a thought that grows urgently, it starts suddenly, and it requires the comfort foods or the less healthy foods. Very difficult to satisfy that one.
I think what you've just said now, Kim, speaks to the fact that our habits determine our cravings. So how then can we better our eating habits and learn to better control our cravings?
So that is all about having a well-structured eating plan that will help you eat with your physiology. And some of the important things that we need to do is to manage your blood sugar levels, which requires you to start early and eat regularly. To eat more during the daytime when your body needs the energy versus the nighttime. To eat enough during the day. It's amazing how many people actually undereat and therefore make cravings worse. And then to eat a balanced meal so that your body has all the nutrition that it requires.
And is there a link between cravings and your emotions? I know that you touched on earlier that, your mind or your soul, it craves something when you start craving these unhealthy, foods.
Yes, absolutely. There is a link. Lots of people crave food because they want to eat, because they're emotional. Eating is something that makes you feel better. And it's one way of coping with the emotion. And some people start relying too much on that food to cope and then start expecting the food to make them feel better. That is when it starts becoming a problem.
Well, sometimes it's something as trivial, I suppose, as being bored and you just don't have anything to do and you think, what should I do with myself? I mean, I got here at 5 o'clock this morning and not out of hunger or anything, but Kuhle was already asking and looking around for a cheese griller. So is there a reason that people want to eat that sort of thing when they're bored?
Yes, absolutely. Those kind of foods are far more nurturing. They make you feel more filled, and you think that you'll feel better with them. It's that theory that when you eat food that contains large amounts of sugar or fat, that it will help to down-regulate a stress response. So and any kind of response, so even a boredom response or a loneliness response, anything like that, that kind of food just seems to do it better. But if you're really in tune with your body, you'll actually realize that the stomach does not like those foods and actually doesn't feel good with that kind of food, and especially large amounts of those foods. Problem is, so many of us are not in tune with our bodies, and so we can eat those foods.
We're going to help each other.
My mood, my emotions, my stomach. Completely disagree with Kim, but we need to take, everything that we are learning from Kim, as she is a certified dietitian. Thank you so much, Kim. Please stay tuned, as we're going to be chatting more about emotional eating and what we can do about it.